Alright, welcome aboard the stream. I am going to play this wonderful game. Okay, so just to start off, I want to point out that my very favorite race of all time, fantasy race of all time, is Dwarves. I legitimately love them. You know, just being the legendary miners that they are, hardy warriors and all, even the bit of greed. I love it. Again, I'm sorry if my voice isn't too uppity and everything, and I can't say things very loudly. My throat is still kind of painful, so I will be going at a very normal pace. Let's do this. Quick save right out of the bat. Let's quick save right out of the bat, because the starting units you get this game fairly weak, but we have artillery, which is always a win. I wish every game started with artillery. Every campaign starts with artillery. Okay, miners, no one cares for that really. Thorgrim Grudgebearer. If you play Vermintide, I don't know who I'm talking to, but if you play Vermintide, you'll notice that they've been talking about Thorgrim Grudgebearer a lot, so I'm kind of excited of why they're hinting at stuff like that. Very exciting. I have no idea what they've got planned. Maybe they're gonna add in how the dwarves will be attacking. I mean, they obviously won't fight dwarves because it's, or can you? That'd be very intense to shift who you're fighting. Yes, look at that. So it's funny that my two favorite races are the greenskins and the dwarves. I think I mentioned this in the previous stream actually, and they hate each other with a passion. And I love them both. Just look at that. Just charging him without a care, no matter how many rocks we toss at him. Up, the crossbow bolts are they're doing their worst. And by doing their worst, I mean they're doing their worst to the enemy. You know. Their artillery's not doing too hot. It's a downward slope though, so yeah, it's actually quite bad. Boom!
The might of Karazakara! Warrior!
Charge! Look at that! Just plowing through, let them fight. Right out of the gate. The orc biggins versus the hammerers of the dwarves. I guess they can join in, whatever. The miners are the literal weakest unit, so I don't expect much from them.
Orcs everywhere!
Attack from the back! Yeah. Even weak units can do very well if they attack from the side. Yeah, look at that. We lost a lot actually of them, but it's fine because they're gonna lose more. Why aren't you fire at them? Finish them off. Kill that general of theirs. This is Thorgrim. He has a palanquin, I think that's what it's called, with him at all times, and his loyal bodyguards is lifting him the entire time. So when he attacks, he has to reach out with his axe like that. It's so funny. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so I think we're winning. I think we're winning, I'm not sure. The Dwarven Warriors, these Dwarf Warriors, these are the official, default, not default, sorry, the backbone of the army, that's the Dwarf Warriors. But the miners are the weakest unit. Come on, don't let the general get away. Don't let that general get away. Everyone kill him. I don't care if the rest get away. Kill that general. Besides, artillery is taking them down. There's so much friendly fire going on right there because I'm forcing them to fight. Look at that, all the friendly fire. Oopsie, I don't care though. Look at that, two of them friend.
The steel holds out, but no more. Thorgrim Grudgebearer.
Oath of Vengeance. Not that it matters. Oath of Vengeance is too late. I should have done that earlier. Whatever.
Oh, Phil!
Come on, kill him already. He's almost dead. He's such a small life bar. You can't even see it anymore. I'm losing miners to my own. Like, look at that. Those are victims of friendly fire. That's what they are. There. Okay, he's dead. I can end the battle. I apologize. I know it's not exactly nice to see. Like, let's add it together. 13 plus 17. Can you hear my dog? I'm sorry. Our dog's loud. The family dog's loud. I don't really care for it much. 30, 33, 37, 48 friendly fire losses. Damn. Well, shit happens. Hi, viewer. I hope you didn't see too much of that shameful act that I just did there.
The High King moved.
The Grubi maintain one of their slum camps beneath the pillars of Grungni. A sin that...
Throw
Oh,
banners.
yes.
Let's march.
Glorious dwarven weaponry. Gotta love dwarves. I really, really, really do love them. So amazing. Even when I played D&D, like the first race always comes to mind is like the dwarves. I go like, and then my brain goes like, okay, so what kind of class will I go with my dwarf today when I'm playing D&D? Because I'm just that like obsessed with them as a race. Which is why I was so happy in like in Lord of the Rings, because in Lord of the Rings, like the original trilogy, let's call it that, original trilogy, the Lord of the Rings movies. Let's call it the Lord of the Rings movies. Even though there was of course Gimli and he's badass as hell, they didn't really explore dwarves that much, and in fact, the only thing they explored about dwarves, I think, in Lord of the Rings, other than Gimli, was how they died. How so many of them died trying to get back. I think the mines of Moria. Yes.
Gyrocopter scouts report of a greenskin mine.
Okay. Recruit a
Your
hero.
Dawi have been put to work fixing up the captured city, sir. Yet there are many grudges
Okay,
still to
I
settle.
can't yet. Alright, cool.
Perfidious manlings and bloodthirsty vampires.
Yes, there are many grudges that need settling. So
Retake the
in the
ranks.
Warhammer universe, dwarves are also like they have a lot of details about them and so on. And one of them that I like is this thing. Oh wait, now where is it? It's up. Oh no, the overlay is in the way. Ah, I didn't think this through. Can I not change the location of it? Well, I don't think I can. Well, anyways, so there's supposed to be a quest thing there, like it shows the bar at the top. You can see it, I can't. But anyways, there's a thing here at the top that talks about like ooh, that's not good. Anyways, it talks about how happy the dwarves are, as in like the race. Because in a society, as a society, dwarves are very long-lived, and they are very long-lived, and they have this thing called the Book of Grudges, where they write down every single wrongdoing that's done to them, and they will make sure, no matter what, to repay every single grudge that they have. If you don't pay on time, grudge. If you piss them off,
Send me
grudge.
to vengeance.
Like they don't hold
Destroy
back.
them.
So
I declare war on them.
I declare war on them. So cool. Okay, so now we have the entire province. This is called a province when you have all of the locations here. I think it's my first time explaining it, despite this being like my how manyth stream of this game. We're earning money still. That's good. So just like this. And then commandment, that's whenever you take over an entire thing. Just give, I want the public order one because that -12 is gonna haunt me. I should have recruited. Oh shoot. Whoops. Look at that. See, all the greenskins are immediately at war with me. I have to head south and start attacking them.
Good.
Good.
Grenier's axe
Look at that.
thirsts.
Headed north to attack me. I'm headed south
The
to
High
attack them.
King axe.
After I recruit more soldiers. Because the ones I have right now are not enough. Oh man. So like, even here, even in like in all universe that I can think of, dwarves and orcs just never get along, and they will slaughter each other at the first opportunity.
Throw bearers. Let's
Alright, let's do
march.
this.
Dregs
Hi,
and
Captain
make a
Rainey.
vengeance.
Quick save. Let's give you the AI control because I don't feel like controlling that thing. Hello, Captain Rainey. How art thee? I know it's kind of early for my stream. I have something to do later, so I'm doing it a little bit early today. Again, I only change my schedule when there's like
Dwarf
sudden
warriors.
changes. I'll leave you at the side. They're not important. Okay, this is the underway. I don't think this was seen before, but this is called the underway. This is the secret tunnels used by both orcs and dwarves to get around. They're literally underways everywhere. Oh, I guess except under the water. But you know, everywhere else.
Kazoo.
And now we rush forward. We need that. We need the rain advantage, which means I cannot let the enemy get too far ahead.
Satisfy the grudge.
If we don't get the terrain advantage, it's gonna be a legit pain. Fast forward. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Like all of us, we're all out of range of each other. Even the artillery can't shoot them. That's how far the artillery can shoot. Okay, okay, that's good enough. Stop there. Come on, set up, 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 set up. See, it's called a grudge thrower. Their catapults are called grudge throwers because they're going to, well, I guess solve a lot of grudges with these things. Okay, that didn't hit. Yeah, that hit, for sure.
High King Thorgrim Grudgebearer.
Alright, time for a good old-fashioned... Nah, not you. Good old-fashioned, you like, or organized, not so very organized, all-out attack. Charge! Yes, boo. You can see clearly where the lines are now formed. Let's see which line breaks first.
There is no greater authority.
It's kind of bad that they have an enemy hero behind the line, but I'll assume that we can hold them down. Ooh, they did a wall. Which means they got a boost. Yeah, damn it. Orcs are very strong and done well. Oh, okay, looks like the hammers broke through first.
Fight!
The hammers immediately crushed the orc boys I sent them against. They didn't stand a chance. You know what? Let's let the archers. Let's leave the archers alone. Let's backstab these orcs over here.
Move now!
Something like a quick backstab. Oh wait, nope, never mind. The line broke. Their lines broke already. They're running. They couldn't handle to it. This line is also breaking slowly. Look at how many there are. It's just goblins though, so I'm not really that worried. I don't know many places where goblins are considered strong on the battlefield. And I mean like battlefield. Like goblins there might be able to ambush them in like frigging caves and whatnot. But you put them in an open battlefield against stuff like this. Wow. Okay, we're gonna form them here.
Nothing can stop us! It is a reckoning! Move to attack! Attack
Backstab
the
them! Backstab them! Now this is what you call the hammer and anvil, because now they're stuck between two forces, and we're gonna crush them slowly. I love it. Basic strategy. So cool. Why are you running like a thin line? What the hell? Spread out and then attack. You two, take down that damn archer already. What's wrong with you? Watch these goblins get crushed. Cold like paper. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh man, look at that glorious symbol of the Dwarves. But if you were to ask me, my favorite dwarven like lore, it would still be Harry. I'm so tired. It would still be Lord of the Rings. I love it so much. Even though I think in the end, at the very end, they died out. That's the story of Lord of the Rings lore. What happens to the dwarves is that they just die out.
Move the throng! Retake the realms!
Still my favorite of them all. Gosh, so many slots. Okay, wait. Start with alcohol, because if there's one thing that dwarves are, it's strong drinkers. Ironic considering I don't drink at all, but still. Gosh. Let's build some guns. Let's build some money. More money, the merrier. Never forget that, people. I guess, yeah, some trading bonuses might be pretty good. Let's also recruit more soldiers. Win, 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 and win. All around. Alright. Alright, as soon as I'm done here, I think I should start talking. So, unlike in the previous gameplay, in my previous races that I used in streams, I didn't go with good guys. The term good guy is used very loosely here, but essentially, this is my first quote-unquote good guy race. All of them before were just the types to orcs, chaos. Those are all bad guys. You can tell. It's not like it's not very obvious or anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like having an even number of them. Okay, and then you can recruit a lord. Yes, we can. Although I should probably keep an eye on my income. It's not that high. It's not that bad either. Wait, this is it. Alright, so diplomacy is what I was saying.
Relations with foreign powers may be managed through diplomacy, my lord. Consider your situation carefully.
Okay, never mind. Looks like I already have diplomatic
Onward.
talks with everyone.
Dowie from another hold arrived.
Alright, non-aggression pact real
Ready.
quick.
Aye. Let's hear what you
I mean,
have
it's
to
not
say.
exactly that
We'll
hard
hear it
considering
before
we're all
all gold.
dwarves. We all love each other. And by love each other, I mean we literally just
Go on,
have
then.
like the most like neutral of stances with each other. Everyone else we tend to hate. But when it's a fellow dwarf, we're like, alright, you know what? I won't start this conversation with pure doubt.
Yes.
That's the best you can hope to expect from them. Wow, this is such a badly balanced army. It's literally just for melee. I can't recruit anything else yet though, because I don't like they're still building. Ugh. Okay. I disappeared for a while. Am I back now? Hello? Rainy, am I back? I think there was an issue just now.
Send
I'm
me
not sure.
to vengeance.
Rainy, hello. Am I back? I could check myself, I suppose. Yep, okay. Everything's working on that. I don't know what happened. It said like Twitch Studio was like, oh no, it's not connected. I'm like, what? What happened? Okay, we're gonna eliminate these. It's gonna be dangerous though. The moment I come down here and we start attacking this place, we'll be surrounded by greenskins. Which is why I wanted to make a second army, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Oh, whatever.
Time for a reckoning.
Time for a reckoning. I have to go to sleep for now.
One rug. Very well.
Look at him. The master engineer will join us in battle. Let's see how far he can go.
Wipe out the trespassers.
Yes. Okay, let's do this. One large battle after another. Terrifying. Oh, I gotta be right back. Wait. Right. I'm just kidding. All right. Right. Let's get to battle. Let's put this guy right in the center. Yeah, let's make him the biggest target. Because technically they have the heaviest, yeah, right now in the army they have the heaviest armor. But they don't have any shields, so still makes them vulnerable to long range attacks at the end of the day. Only one artillery unit. Don't worry, we'll fix that soon. Enemies getting reinforcements from behind. We need to push forward with this attack already. Yeah, oh, I forgot. I know. Right. Adjust. I wish there was just a term for that. Like you just say one order and everyone gets it. Adjust. Like, all right, adjusting, sir. Could you imagine if that was the case? You just yell adjust and everyone understands. Like, all right, gotcha.
Off we go. Nothing good.
You have to fix the front line because I don't want to get backstabbed while I'm fighting. Even though it's not exactly a force that could do a lot of pain with a backstab, but still, I'd rather not risk it. Here they come. They're not gonna wait for me to adjust either, huh?
Quarrelers. Will do. No shoddy contraptions here.
No shoddy contraptions here. I can't do accents, by the way, so. I mean, not good accents. I can do like, oh, a joking accent for this or whatever, but not a legit one.
For the High King.
Adjust!
Rage far, rage fast.
Okay, this is kind of bad because I'm making them turn their backs to archers, but it's fine. Some sacrifice had to be made for the adjustment of the strategy. High King should be here. What I think I'll always respect the generals in this game for is that no matter what's going on, like even amongst the humans, every race really, they fight on the front lines. No matter how overwhelming the odds may be and everything, they always fight. It's not just like, oh no, we're doomed, I give up. No, they never say that.
Dwarf warriors! Rage far, rage fast!
I mean, eventually they might lose and, you know, they'll retreat because they lost too many forces and everything. But as much as possible, they fight and they fight well. In this universe, with the right amount of training and or bloodline, we're good.
The might of Karazakara!
Goblins, orcs, dwarves. I can't tell who's winning. Uh oh, they just need a wall. This guy is a ranged unit, so he's just taking pot shots at enemies. Like he has got a gun, but I think he's being blocked by the fact that he's in the middle of the friggin'
Dwarf warriors! Habatum! From the Karas Angkor! To the High King! Dwarf warriors!
Alright. Now you never want to be flanked by hammers, that's for sure. Freaking kill you in an instant. Gosh, look at those archers of theirs to go. I love the orc armor boys, I really do, because they have a description. When you read the description of each unit, they give you basically what is like a synopsis of what the character is or whatever. And sometimes there's humor, or sometimes there's lore, and stuff like that. I love the one for the orc armor boys because it's like, they're like, accuracy be damned, quantity is all. Like, we won't be able to, there's no guaranteed hit unless you shoot so many times that there's bound to be a hit. Wow, look at him go. We're actually kind of like, we're pretty loosey. We're losing. That's what I meant to say. Okay, I need to adjust the trajectory. Can you clear out some enemies on that end? Artillery, please. You will backstab those guys. Go, High King. You have a job, and that is to support your people. Oh, well, that was fast. Okay, I thought I was gonna have to, like, beat them down. But it looks like changing the trajectory of those artillery was all they needed to feel fear. Like they should. Oh, wow. I can't wait till the higher tier units, though, of the Dwarves, because they have really amazing late game units. So beautiful. I don't even use most of their artillery. It's their infantry that I'm excited for. They also have aircraft, but I don't use it all that often. I mean, I like their bombers, but again, they're more like helicopters. It's not like aircraft, like jet planes or stuff like that. I mean, this is still a fantasy game. Yes, please.
Send me to vengeance.
All right. So the problem with having this one is because it's kind of, it stands out. These two places are the continuation of the province, and they're both under this guy's control, and Grimgor is a terrifying opponent to fight, no matter what scenario I'm in. Like, I just don't ever want to have to face him on the battlefield, usually.
It is time!
I could spend 2 turns here, sure. 2 turns here, just chilling.
Good! Grimnir's axe!
Alright, I'm out of money. Ba. Ba, na, na, na. keep drinking water. Like, I keep drinking it over and over.
A rival power comes to parley, demanding a change
They're offering
in
me.
your
Okay,
mutual
sure. I'll
relations.
give you military. The only reason I didn't ask for military access before. Oh, I think there was an error earlier, Rainy. I think that's the that's the biggest thing you missed. There was an error. I eliminated a faction of orcs, so an entire clan of orcs is dead. I built this army,
Time for a reckoning.
stuff like that.
Throw
Not that big of a deal, I
Let's
guess.
march to war.
You see, these guys, I like them. I need to make bigger deals with these guys. Oh, you got the error.
And what can the Dawi do for you on this fine
Defensive
day?
alliance, please.
No.
Nope. Okay. Cool. Cool. But it's okay. The relations is increasing, so maybe next turn they'll say yes to it. I'm building up the secondary force so that they'll be the ones that march north, because I also want these territories in the north. We'll see what happens. There's also territories to the east and to the south. So west, I'm not going to do much to it, because west is not just an ally, it is also the humans, so I'm not going to mess with them. North is orcs. South is also orcs or greenskins, and then to the east I believe is Skaven, and I don't really want to mess with Skaven just yet. We don't want to have a war in multiple fronts as much as possible. Too many fronts at least. Ammunition plus 8 for all missile units. That's pretty good for help for supporting the artillery units. But I'm gonna give you this instead, because you need to be a good hero as well. There we go. Strategies. I love strategy games. Gosh. Especially Total War. Yes. Hi. They want me to pay them 100 for. Okay, you know what? I'll say yes to that. Go ahead. They asked me for it instead. Yeah, sure, a tribute. Damn those gods for always demanding money from me.
Aye. Come, kid.
Alright, let's try again.
Let us doubtful.
Nope, still not close enough apparently. Alright, fine. We're not that good friends yet.
What?
Like, well, I mean, you know. Okay, so the thing is, I want to attack already these guys, but we're not technically at war yet, because again, it's scary to just declare war on Grimgore Ironhide.
Fists for war.
As someone who plays as Grimgore often, I know that what happens if you piss him off. It is terrifying. How was the balance? 400, give or take. That's not that good. Maybe I'll
Summon me if you dare.
build here instead. Yes, sir. I'd like some money, please.
The High King.
We're also healing. One more turn of healing. Fine. One more turn of healing.
One rug.
Okay, let's move him over here at least.
As the High King commands. For the wisdom of the layer.
Ah, isn't this glorious? You know, there are other people who play like Total War games on
Welcome,
Twitch. I
friends
just
of the Dawi.
I don't have as big of a following as they do, obviously. But I meant like they play different ones. Like I think I saw someone playing like I think Total War Napoleon or something. I forgot the name exactly.
The runes are
But
cast.
that game, and I'm playing this one.
Onward.
Trespassing. Yeah, I'm trespassing, but it's orc territory, so is it really trespassing if they hate me and I hate them? It's kind of like a mutual hating thing going on. Is it really trespassing then? Like if they were given the chance, they'd kill me, sort of vibe. Isn't it better like to call it like a Cold War sort of? Oh yeah, I mean I guess if you're a Cold War going on, there's still borders, so trespassing is still an option. formation already.
Ready? I agree.
Alright, let's just stick straight up. Alright, I'm gonna save real quick. Oops. I was thinking of how they're so steampunky, and I ended up saying dwarf steam instead of dwarf stream. My bad. It's ironic though how close those things are. Attack!
Destroy them.
Oh no, that is a fully armed army. I'm not gonna fight that, it's so small. And occupy.
We mark another grudge.
We mark another grudge. Please, I need you to be more armored because if you die, I will be very sad.
Follow Dowie.
Defensive alliance. Well, I'm glad they asked me. See, I asked them before and they were like, no, no, no. Finally, they. Oh, okay. I can see why they asked me now because they're scared of that army coming to attack them. Building's damaged. There's an undercity here, isn't there? That's not good. That's not good. So undercities are what you call like the underground cities that are used by the Skaven.
Very well.
Annoying little rat bastards.
Retake the realm.
There's only one type of people on this planet I would consider even remotely close to those Skaven. But I'm not gonna say it because I would piss off that entire group of people. Rat men. Ironic how close that is to how they are in real life. How's my audio, by the way? Can I be heard clearly? In comparison to the game? Like on my end, the overlay says I'm not speaking too loud, so I'm just checking. No, what happened? They attacked my friend, my ally. I must retaliate. But I don't have the army for it just yet.
Aye, it will better our cause.
Okay, check this out. Black Crag, there's no army, it's just the place. But look how powerful they are. Oi, this is gonna be a hard fight. Right, I will try and speak louder. I'm just kidding. Okay, so yeah. This is kind of an issue because they have artillery, but I can take on their artillery no problem, especially since it's going to be behind the walls. I can tear down their walls, which is honestly the better option than climbing up the walls to fight them. So tearing down their walls would be the best option. I could try and build, but this will take 2 turns. These black orcs are a problem. Like, they are a problem. They are extremely powerful. And it would take, like, I wish I had 2 hammers to fight these 2 black orcs, but I only have these. And it's gonna take me at least 3 of these to even hopefully beat the black orcs. That's not even counting these orc biguns and the orc boys. Such a problematic scenario. Let's quick save for now. And continue that siege.
Declare war on them.
I declare war on them.
Bag them.
You know what? Let's just do it. Let's see what happens. If I lose, then this campaign is basically over. And that's it. Game over for the dwarves. I don't usually gamble like this, but come on. Okay, so where would be best to attack? If I had a bigger army, I would go like right down the center, then spread out to the sides. But we don't have enough men for that sort of technique, so we're gonna go all in on the left flank. Don't mistake this for real strategy, by the way, because in reality, you would never put all your men on one side and attack that one side at full force, because if the enemy decides to leave and turn around, they can straight up ambush you. It's not a good idea to do what I'm doing, but this is not that realistic, so. So now I'm trying to tear down their walls. We're not doing a lot of damage to those walls. They are taking a lot of hits. Holy hell. Maybe I didn't think this through. I don't see their black orcs anywhere. Where are they? Are they not on the walls? Maybe I should charge their walls. We'll see. So fast forward, we're gonna break their walls eventually. We're pounding their defenses! Oh, that's it. I think one more round of hits. There you go. I want Thorgrim to be in the front lines. We'll have you guys here. Let's make 2 breaches, why not? Let's make 2 breaches in their walls. Why the hell not? Oh, looks like they're coming out. That's what I would do. I would definitely, or at the very least, try to use the hole to take advantage of like greater numbers. This guy, I'll just position him like back here, I guess, so he can open fire on them with his gun. This guy is literally just a guy with a gun. Look at him go. He's an engineer, like that's what he's meant to be doing, but I will of course put every man I can on the battlefield. Right, you two, charge that hole. You'll be led by the High King, of course. I think that's enemy artillery finally attacking. Okay, followed by the hammers, because the hammers are just getting their ass beat out there. So might as well just charge in. Let's have these guys climb the walls. Clear those walls. You 3 will charge in through the other breach we literally just made. Actually, all of you. We've breached their walls. Now we just pour into the walls and see who has the better fighters. Technically speaking, I think in general, orcs are just better fighters than everyone. But you have to put into like, I guess, except for like specific groups. But again, in general, orcs are just really good fighters. Other than, like, because of their strength, they've also been fighting all their lives. The experience built from that. Even the weakest orc is a pretty good fighter. But to counter that is technology, discipline, stuff like that. That's what everyone works on.
Dwarf warriors! Attack the edge!
Like the orcs will always be lacking in technology, always, no matter what's going on. Actually, that's why if you're fighting an orc that somehow is good at technology, like I think Warhammer 40k talks about that, like an orc that's good at tech, how terrifying that concept really is.
Attack!
Oh no, these guys are gonna die. What the hell?
Dwarf warriors!
Get off those walls! You're being targeted by the enemy artillery because you're perfectly positioned for it. Alright, this battle is going pretty well so far, I'd say. Oh my gosh, look at that artillery coming. Okay, so the problem is our artillery can't get clear shots because there's the walls in the way. So they have to clear the wall and also avoid our own troops, which is like a very scary line.
Hammerers! War of vengeance!
Right.
Now, urge, feel our let the vengeance begin!
Oh, okay, one of our artillery units has lost ammunition.
Yes!
Oh my god, you see that? All of those dwarves crushed by that rock just then? God damn. Alright, we're pushing in with the ranged squad.
For the Calido! Dwarf warriors! Hammerers! Dwarfs ready access! Dwarf warriors! Go! Yes, yes!
Look at these black orcs, look at that. We've been fighting since the beginning of this, and that thing has not barely gone down. Black orcs are terrifying, really. Only chance we have is by eliminating everyone else and then surrounding them. Or maybe even using our hero unit.
I am your High King!
Uh-oh. We got incoming orcs. Looks like the ones that I thought ran away didn't run away. They came back.
Ready! Nothing can stop us! No! How about them?
Black orcs are like every single orc in that 60 unit card is like a hero in itself already. That's how powerful they are. I would never ordinarily face them in battle. See, Cravens, your warriors flee and I don't blame them. I would flee if I had to face that many black orcs. I mean, they're winning, yeah, but it has to be the High King for them to win. Like, the other one's still only halfway there.
Let's be about this! Hey! Move to attack! Hammerers! Axes
Look at that, look how many hammers are left. There are only 6 hammers left. My gosh, this battle has killed so many dwarves.
My head's all green-skin built! Dwarf warriors!
Oh my god, they're losing. Wait, High King, I need you to U-turn. High King, I need you to U-turn. U-turn. I'm going to lose this if you don't U-turn. I need you to support that flank. That flank is losing.
The counters on door!
Okay, since you can no longer fight, I need you to charge. You're out of ammunition anyways.
Master engineer!
Okay. Phew. The enemy has cost you dearly, Demons. Yes, I know that is true. That is true. We lost so many dwarves. Look at that, loss of 687, almost equal. The only reason we won is because straight up they don't have a leader and we do. all you need is one man, one dwarf to make a big difference. Granted that one dwarf is High King Thorgrim Grudgebearer, a really well trained dwarf who's lived for centuries. So, yeah.
Wipe out the trespassers!
I don't know what happened to the rest of them though. Like they, oh, there they are. Oh, okay, so they expanded south, or no, east. Because I don't know where Thorgrim Grudgebearer himself, the terrifying man, terrifying orc, I mean, is himself. Like I don't know where he is. Oh my gosh, there's the enemy reinforcements.
For the wisdom
Like I
of the
predicted,
layer.
they're here. I knew they were gonna
Watch
attack
us,
here
Biggie.
eventually. Damn them.
One rug!
You lost the Dwarves, they all died. Oh. Oh no. They fought to the last man. They will be remembered for the bravery. Seriously, we have to remember them. Because I want to train more hammerers later on. Hammerers are one of the late game units that I was talking about earlier. Very good damage dealers. Not very good armor. I mean, they're pretty good in terms of like comparing it to the like this early game. It's really good, but by themselves is lacking. Okay, look at this. The moment stuff in it.
Your prestige grows.
So
my
now
lord.
the enemies.
News of your conquests
Right, so
spreads
they're
far
raiding
and
us.
wide.
This one is
Your
raiding us, meaning they're
developing
stealing.
power
Shut up.
is noted by
This raider is stealing money. There's another raider, I think somewhere here, that is also stealing money. Now, the problem in itself, there's nothing wrong with that because, like, it's not that big of a difference, really. Is it? Not really. But the thing is, because they started raiding us, immediately a grudge was issued. And if I don't solve that grudge, then the dwarves will be like disappointed in me. They're like, what the hell, man? You have to resolve the grudge. You can't just leave this hanging. So like, they're gonna get all pissy with me if I don't. Like, there it is, the Book of Grudges. They already like removed a bunch of them, but there's more. Even though I just started this, there's already been a few that have been removed. What can I say? That good. Oh man, I can only hope that we recruit fast enough so that the wars are. There we go. Yep, there they go. Okay. Shoot. We actually do have a leader, but so do they. Okay, I'm gonna quick save and then see if I can auto this. Hey, that wasn't so bad. Actually, that was great. I thought it would be a worse outcome, but that actually went really well, I gotta say. Ooh, it could piss off. Alright, now, I'm a kind of guy who takes action. That's what Thorgrim Grudgebearer is really like. He's gonna kill them all.
Grimnir's axe thirsts.
Okay, so the thing is, if I don't really quickly like reinforce these defenses, Grimgor will reappear and he will like.
I declare war on them.
He'll reappear and then he'll freaking try and wipe me out.
Attack.
Auto. Ah! Whatever. Oh, I didn't mean to capture the settlement. I didn't mean to. Let's just sack it, I guess.
Drag.
I legitimately didn't mean to attack. I thought that was just an army.
Move the throng.
Eep. That's how accidentally badass dwarves are. I just meant to attack the army and reduce it to rubble because of the grudge. But now, apparently, I immediately wiped them out. I even took over, or I had the opportunity to take over a place, but I didn't because I want to get this guy, have the chance to bounce back.
A nod.
Okay, let's see. 4. Just one more of these. Do I not have any ranged units? Like, what the hell is going on? Oh, we should build it here. That's the pillar. No, no, not the pillars. Whoops, not that. Money will do. Could always use more money, folks. Never forget. Keeps the world going around. I don't actually believe that, but money is still a part of life. You can never deny that. Oh man, so many people. Wow, Grimgor got the Knights of Calido. I know where they are. They're far east. So now I guess I know where Grimgor's armies are. They're all the way there in the far east. Which is, I guess, a good thing because that gives me like a clear sign that I don't have to worry that much because he's not anywhere near me and therefore can't really take back the place that I took over. Small victories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's make it a flat 10. Why not, right? Let's make it a flat 10.
The axe thirsts for war.
Okay.
For clan honor.
Should I? Oh man. Yeah, okay. They won't move yet, but they will eventually.
Grudges will be settled.
So many strategies going off in my head at once. But they're just some things you can't really. Oh man, more raiding? Damn them.
Talk then, but I make no.
Yeah, I'll accept it. Yeah, I accept all non-aggression pacts with the Skaven, knowing that by default they won't keep it, like they will attack me first. Where? Oh, like they're in here. Man, I have to actually. Never mind. I think there's a lot of enemy armies. There they are. They're not that strong. Yeah, they're not strong, but they are, like always, when it comes to orcs, numerous.
To war.
There, finally, some ranged units. Gosh. One more. Why not? Why not? Because money. Okay, it's not too bad. I can handle one more. Interlocking shields, so that all shield units have more armor. It's always a good bonus. There they are. The Knights of Calido. Oh, whoa, they're attacking me. I mean, I guess I should have expected it. They're desperate, but still. Okay, well, I'm gonna get myself a candy for the throat. Just like one of those candies meant for sore throats and stuff, so it ought to help. I've been taking like one a day or so. Oh, fine, let's improve the omens. Why not? But improving the omens cost me so much money. I'm out of cash. Uh-oh. Sure enough, there they are. Like if you look, it says ruins. If you look at the map, like it's, oh, those are just ruins. Actually, those are Skaven cities. But the Skaven cities always look like they're just abandoned. That's how crappy they are at building stuff. No, that's how good they are at hiding away.
The runes are cast.
No, I thought that was Grimgor. That scared me for a second.
Ready axes! Much?
Man. Where is the rest? There he is. Bastard thinking he can get away from me. So how many percent do I
I'm
need?
too good for that.
Shut up. I'm not talking to you.
Retake the realm.
I need 50%. I figured. I'm not too good at building camps on the
Got
go.
men?
Alright, so boop,
Aye.
camp. Because if you, every time I build a camp, which is why I was measuring the bar here, that's a movement. Because I can heal them more. They get healed by a lot more. Alright, let's get some alcohol up in here. Nothing increases public order quite like alcohol. For dwarves, mind you. For humans, I like to think it's the opposite. You add alcohol, there's more likely going to be chaos. Foreign trespasser, excuse me. You do realize that that is enough for a grudge to be written. Like immediate, I think that's gonna count as a grudge. Like they're gonna tell me to kill these elves because they're like, okay, they trespass on our territory, kill them. Like, whoa. Not sure, but we'll see.
To war!
We're not doing too well in terms of money. I mean, we're not doing horribly either, but we're not doing too well. If they fall back, they fell back. Interesting.
Yes. Unto glory.
Yeah.
To the ancestors.
Let's beat these orcs back.
It is time. I agree.
52%, good enough.
For
And
the
then that again,
cares
because I have to
uncalled.
heal. Like, it's still a requirement.
Send me to vengeance.
I don't have enough men to really go out on an all-out offensive right out of the bat. Plus, again, they're not that strong. But they will be one day. All hail the dwarves. Because one of the things that I enjoyed about, I think, Total War Rome is that the units you had, when you research a new thing, you could upgrade the unit itself. Like, it wasn't replace, it was upgrade. So you didn't have to like delete the unit and then build a new one. It's really good. I don't know, it's a small detail, but it's a big difference for when you're playing the game.
And that?
Alright.
Very well. Thank them.
I don't know where the other army went. Like the one that was raiding earlier?
So cry off!
I don't think it was him. It was the army of... Oh no, it is him. I thought that there's units.
Let me think
Why
about
did
it.
all of his units die? Did the elves like intervene? We told you elves to stop intervening in our business. I mean, actually, you know what? I have to say this, even though it feels kind of like pointlessly
Summon me if
crude
you
to say
dare.
it.
Time to slay the Oathbreakers.
I love the dwarves so much, and I've like played so many games about dwarves. I've played as a dwarf so many times and so on, that I completely understand where they're coming from when they hate elves. Like I can relate to it so heavily. I mean, I've never liked elves, like
Yes.
especially when you're talking about like Lord of the Rings, even except for Legolas. But then again, the reason why Legolas is so badass as an elf, no, not badass, sorry, but in terms of skill, of course he's good, and elves in general are very good. But in terms of just why Legolas is such a fun character, like his personality, it's because he's so different from most elves. Like humans will look at him and they'll go like, wow, he's so cold, he's so whatever. A dwarf will look at a human will look at Legolas and go, wow, this person is so... Alright, so wait, let me reiterate. When elves look at Legolas, they see someone who is way too emotional, way too open about their feelings, way too direct. Like when Legolas compliments, like talks about how beautiful the moon is tonight. I saw this post, but it explains it perfectly. when Legolas talks about how beautiful the moon is tonight to, let's say, a human or a dwarf, I say to Gimli, like, Gimli would just be like, alright, whatever, you weird elf, parang ganun, yeah, I guess it's beautiful. But if you should, if an elf saw that happen, the elf would think, wow, Legolas is such a softy. He's such a softy with so much. He's so open and he's so vulnerable. So like Legolas as a character is so awesome in Lord of the Rings because he's not acting like an elf. And then I mean, if you like the racial benefits or like the physical benefits of being an elf, like they can see in the dark, they're very talented, blah blah blah. Then I understand that point of view. Like, go ahead. But in terms of their personalities, I find elves just to be complete garbage.
Warriors! For the ancestors! I, on earth,
Like, I'm sorry. I know that seems to be like a very divided opinion. Like a lot of people, it's really like a 50-50 sort of thing when it comes to elves and dwarves. Like, I think if you love elves, then there's a high chance, not saying it's a guarantee, but it's a high chance you hate dwarves. If you like dwarves, there's a pretty high chance you hate elves. And I have to say that's true for me. I legitimately hate elves. Like, it used to be just dislike, because they were kind of annoying and, proud and being all extra mysterious and whatever. So I always found them super, like, annoying. But then, like, when I started to play more games that are fantasy based and I started to know more about elves, I realized just how much I dislike elves. And then I love dwarves, and then that dislike evolved to hate. Like, they're always so proud of themselves. They're always so, like, it's the very definition of elitist. That's what an elf is. In my opinion, at least, really. The proud bastards.
most of the throng!
I'm not saying dwarves are perfect, by the way. Not at all. Dwarves are greedy. Dwarves are stubborn. Dwarves are, like, they're more likely to cause something massively wrong because they were too greedy. They're too blinded by greed. Sometimes for them, it's like their research and their technology comes first versus even lives of other races. So yeah, it's like dwarves aren't perfect either. But again, it's like, I don't know. I just hate overly proud bastards, like, a lot. So that kind of like influenced my hate for the elves quite heavily. Which is funny because I'm really close to this girl, like, in that way. Just kidding. But I'm really close to this girl. We're really good friends. We talk about fantasy a lot. Like, I even taught her how to play D&D and everything. She loves elves. So you can see that this clear divide just gets stronger and stronger. And I don't think she hates dwarves. That's the thing, is that she doesn't hate dwarves, not at all. But ever since she started talking to me and I kept saying, gosh, elves are so blah 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 blah, she'd sometimes just go like, oh man, dwarves suck, just because I am against just because I'm against elves, she would go like, oh no, I'm against dwarves. It's funny. Fantasy is such a beautiful, like, it's my favorite genre on, like, for a reason. Damn that guy.
This is the age of Kazook! For the ancestors!
Alright, we won. Boom, boy. Look at that. Only 171 losses, which I think is this one unit which I accidentally ended up making fight the enemy boss. Oh no, wait. It was the Skulkers. Wow. Skulkers are just a special kind of goblin, but I guess the fact that they're called Skulkers still means that they're a special unit, so. They killed a lot of our dwarves. 60, look at that. Okay, so the thing is, they're not all dead yet. Which is
For
a
the wisdom
problem
of the
and an
layer
annoyance.
forwards.
I can't let them cross the border into our territory. They must die before then. Hello, other viewer. What is up? How are you? Who is thou?
Follow Dowie.
Oh yeah, they call themselves Dowie. I forgot about that. Here, I mean, in this specific, yes, I did Pocket Snow. I started early because I have a thing later to do with some friends, and I can't stream that because some of them don't want me to stream it. So I will not.
Time for a reckoning.
Oh my God, they got far.
Aye, grudges
Oh my God,
will
they
be
got
settled.
far. Oh my God. I mean, there's not that many of them, so I think the defenses in some of these can hold, but I don't want to risk it. My attack to the north is delayed.
Retake the realm.
My attack here, on the other hand. I bet Pocky Snow is excited for my stream next week on Wednesday. It's a continuation of Detroit. I mean, Proto, so. Assuming annulling. By the way, Pocky Snow, I meant to actually talk to you about this because, like, I know you really are excited for it. And I guess this goes for everyone who's excited or who watches my Detroit stream. It's gonna be a bad ending. Like, I don't know the exact details of the ending, but if I play the way I'm playing, the only way I can imagine it going is badly. They will either all die or all suffer and then die. You know. That's good to hear, Pocky. So I'm glad you're that excited for it. It means I gotta do well to make you genuinely love what's going to happen. And by that I mean make sure I end up killing a lot of humans using those androids. This guy's already shooting, by the way, like, it's pretty cool.
That's an order. Master engineer.
But for today, we do go to war. Okay, wait, I'm gonna enjoy this. Folding technique. We have so many units compared to their small handful that I'm sending 2 for each one of theirs. Charge! Uh-oh, whoa, invisible units. I honestly didn't expect that.
Dwarf warriors. Cruelers. Killers.
Those skulkers did their job. They definitely skulked.
For the High
I didn't
King.
spot them.
Dwarf warriors. Score. Range firepower ready. There is no greater ability. For the devil's crown.
Man, look at him go. You know anyone else who could fight so gloriously on a palanquin? Pocky Snow, today I'm playing as the Dwarves. My favorite fantasy race. You're joining this kinda late. What's your favorite fantasy race? I don't know if I've asked, I think I've asked you this before. No, I'm not sure now.
Dwarf
Don't let the
warriors.
skulkers get away. Those skulkers will U-turn at the last minute and cause some damage.
The might of Karazakara. Move to attack.
Alright, I want all my artillery firing on that guy. I don't want that war boss getting away. War boss is a term in reference to, like, instead of a war leader or war general or even just general or king, for them, for the orcs, a war boss is that version.
They have wronged us. Slay everything without a beard.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I don't know if you heard that. Slay everything without a beard. If it doesn't have a beard, kill it. Funny how there are a lot of humans with beards, so that means that the humans are probably exempt. But elves, they don't grow beards, so just kidding. Captain Rainy and Pocky Snow, what are your favorite fantasy races? Because mine's clearly dwarves, because I've been talking about them for the longest time now. Oh dear. Just pouring artillery fire in this one general. I don't want him getting away. By the way, war bosses aren't specifically only orcs. Like this one, there can be goblin war bosses as well. Because for orcs, all that matters is skill. I mean, that doesn't mean they'll let anyone lead them. Like, they won't let a human lead them. Why am I not surprised? A friend of mine, I just saw on Steam, one of my friends is playing Resident Evil Village. I knew he would do it. He loves Resident Evil. I'm gonna get it soon too. And maybe stream it. Look at him run! Yeah, look at him run! If I play RE8, then that means that's like another... I can either... I don't know if I'll stream it or record it. Like, I should have put it on YouTube or Twitch and then YouTube. Is it one of the big boys, like Markiplier's? I think you're probably watching like Markiplier's, right? Dang it, he got away. Okay. Markiplier is a huge crush on the vampire lady. I don't know her name. Forgive me. I mean, I'm a big fan of Resident Evil, but I actually haven't played a lot of her games. PewDiePie's. Oh. I haven't watched any of his videos. The last video I watched of PewDiePie was actually his wedding video with Marzia. Beautiful. I'm so happy that they got married. Happy for them, I mean. It's just not like I'm happy, like, yes, my son's finally married. Not like that, but like, I mean, I'm just glad that they're together, you know?
We mark another grudge.
I'm not going to let these... then they're just spread out so far. I hate this. I mean, I love it, but I also hate it. Orcs are spread so far.
For the wisdom of Valea. Throw bearers! Let's march!
High King! That's because he is the High King. And there is no other who could ever call themselves as such. Although there are some dwarves that try and like proclaim themselves as the rightful king as opposed to Thorgrim.
Ask your favor.
No way. Trade agreement with the elves. I earn money, so okay. I'm alright with that, so long as I earn in the end. They better not start trespassing on my territory again though. Punks, they trespassed last time. Those are high elves to be specific. So they like smoking. No, I'm just kidding. Oh shoot, this is not good. This is really bad. I knew it. They're gonna attack the one settlement that I did not reinforce. I can't imagine them winning, so I'm just gonna auto it. Oh, they won! I apologize. The dice gods are in my favor tonight. I should like play some D&D.
One rug.
Another army. Man, they just keep sending in waves. It's just waves of orcs coming in from the north.
Summon me if you dare.
I mean, I guess that makes sense,
Aye,
like
grudges
lore-wise,
will be
but it's
settled.
annoying still. What do I do? Probably reinforce Iron Rock because it's in front of enemy forces. Shoot. Oh, it's okay, Foggy. I understand. I mean, I'm not like I highly doubt everyone's as big a geek as I am when it comes to fantasy.
It is
Like, I used to have a
time.
friend in high school where we weren't all that close, but he's a good guy, and I wonder how he's doing now even. But okay, so for me, as someone who's been like a fan of fantasy,
The axe thirsts
I
for
started with
blood.
Disney, of course. I always start with Disney. I think most people started with Disney, or at least I did. I guess I can't speak for a lot of people, but I started in Disney, and it was always like so fun. Like, I think for me, when I saw a dwarf, I was like, oh, okay, you know, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. But even then, I was like, ooh, they know gems. They like mining. They can sing. It's so catchy, you know, and everything. So I like dwarves even then. But then Lord of the Rings came along, and that's where like it hit me, and that became my fantasy like go to. Some people ask me like, "Oh, do you like fantasy?" The first movie that comes to mind, the first thing I compare it to is no longer Disney, which I think I started on officially. I go to Lord of the Rings.
Time for a
'Cause, I
reckoning.
mean, come on, it's Lord of the Rings.
As the High King
You know,
commands.
now that I mention it,
Beards in
have you
belts.
watched Lord of the Rings, Pocky?
Ready?
We gotta get there ASAP.
Aye, it will better our cause.
Oh yeah, sorry. As I was saying, like for mermaids, when it comes to mermaids and fantasy, like the way I understand it is like mermaids have a kind of like I when I think of mermaid, I don't think of Little Mermaid anymore. I
Greetings,
think of the
honorable
mermaids that like sing
ally.
and then like get men and then drown them. You know, that's what I think of when I think of. Oh no. I won't end the friendship, but I will like make you
Onward.
watch it. And be like,
Very
ah, okay, well,
well.
here are the
Attack.
DVDs. It's 50-50, really.
Drang!
Ah, that's why you enjoy them, singing and murder. Oh, I gotta say, that does make for a unique mix.
Poets.
The only other group I can think of that does the same
For the
thing
wisdom
would
of
be,
the
of
land.
course, Sirens, which are literally, you know, like a type of mermaid? No, they're the same thing, but they're a type of something. For the way I view Sirens is they're the ones with wings, ish.
To battle!
Oh no, there's a Grimgor right there. Wait,
Destroy
real
them!
quick, I just spotted Grimgor.
No way!
I know there's a difference. I don't know, like it depends on which lore I guess you're talking about, but there is a difference between sirens and mermaids. I don't know the specifics though. Like if you go to like Witcher, if it's a video game, a fantasy video game, it's a fanfic. It depends on the lore. Like Witchers, I think the mermaids are like the legit, you know, the tail types, and then sirens are the ones that kind of like they can swim in the water and they also have wings. They're kind of like flying fish, if you know what a flying fish is.
Dwarf warriors!
This is very clearly a dwarven city, which means these damned orcs.
Warhammer!
once again taken over what used to be a glorious dwarven city, meaning that I will cleanse them appropriately from this place. Take down that wall! Oh no, look at them fire. Holy hell. Woo-wee! Nothing quite like artillery fire. Yeah, I want to be that guy, like who's standing next to the artillery and they fire, they hit the wall, and I'm like drinking coffee, like, yeah, the beautiful sounds of artillery. That's so badass. All right, let's watch it from their perspective. That is terrifying. Are they really not gonna move? Our objective is to tear down that wall. If they don't move, there they go. Okay, yeah, I figured the AI would make them move. See, what happens is if you're standing on a wall when it goes to shit, you usually die. Drink tea, watch wall. Exactly. I want to move the master engineer and I'm gonna make him yell. There we go, that gives a bonus to the artillery. Alright. Move forward! The walls have been breached! Breach the other side! The High King leads the charge, as always. On his palanquin. Look at that. Look at these loyal ass dwarves carrying their High King to battle. See, that's the best thing about it. Is like you look at all of those other dwarves like in this game that call themselves High King. None of them ride the throne to battle. I think that pretty much seals the deal, don't you think? Try beating that. Oh, they're firing arrows on my men. Well, it happens.
Dwarf warriors! Right! Oh, abruzzers!
We'll pierce that wall soon enough as well. I was gonna say penetrate, but I realized it's kind of weird. Like slightly weird. Is it almost down? There it goes!
Dwarf warriors!
Charge! Through the hole! Again. Sounded better in my head.
Ready to strike! For the colors and yes, Lord! Dwarf warriors! For the High King! Dwarf warriors! Joey, attack! Let the vengeance begin! Dwarf warriors!
Look at that, they all surrounded our High King. Did they think they could take me? Alright, I'm having some men climb the walls to eliminate the soldiers up there. Look at that. Okay, there's no enemies on that side of the wall, so I'm gonna make them stop climbing. There are no enemies on that side of the wall. Almost none. So I'm gonna let them change target. Yes. Look at him. He's surrounded by blood already. Yes. Every swing of our general reminds them that we are the better warriors. at look at those beards though, seriously. Look at how long that beard is. And you know how that's huge already? There's a unit called the Longbeards. These are not yet the actual Longbeards. Alright, this is what I did earlier and I'm doing it again just to show Pakistan. Now look at that. In between a rock and a hard place, we are going to crush these orcs in the middle. Same thing here. This strategy is viable no matter what scenario you're in. See? Crushing them on both sides. Always glorious. What the hell is with this? Why are they arranged that way? What the hell? Move! They're like lined up in a queue. I'll take the next hit. I think they touched the ground. I think they like scraped the ground. But their beards aren't just regular beards. These are tough beards of dwarves, plus they lace it with metal, I believe. So it's still pretty terrifying and strong. Kill their general. There's a general of theirs. It's a fight between. Look at that! Look at him charge through. That's just the palanquin charging through, and look how many freaking goblins die from it. What the hell? Why are you guys falling back? Get to the front lines, you idiots! Why are they hanging back? What the hell? You climb those walls. You support the attack on this side, I guess. There's still a few enemies still here in the middle, but we'll get to them soon enough. Okay, time for the ranged units to move in. Look at that, these guys that are just stuck in the middle of these two broken ends, these archer units. I'll have these guys there. The enemy lord is dead. Our general finally killed him. Now, you know what? They should have attack here. Jeez. I think we broke that. Whoops. Oh man, it's gonna take a hell of a lot to fix. Yep, they're turning around. You see that? That whiteness means that they're retreating. But if it stops doing it, that means they're no longer retreating. And that means we need to remind them why they retreated in the first place. What's this? The archers. Okay, whatever. Is he tired yet? Very tired. Okay, well, he's fine. Right, there he goes. Yes. Yes, look at him by himself. Right into the middle of all these guys. Boom. Yep, now they're retreating. I would retreat too if I were fighting High King Thorgrim.
Dwarf warriors! Dwarves! Ready axes!
Oh yeah, it's another thing. I think if you watch my stream on Mondays, which is Minecraft, I mentioned that I love axes, and another reason for that is because of this as well. Like, dwarves use axes. I love axes. The math just makes sense. Alright, look at those blue shields glinting glory. Alright, the rest of you will head for the center! assume our artillery is still letting all out on them.
Thorgrim Grudgebearer.
Right, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you see it there on the front, where the blood is splattered, actually, on the front of his palanquin, there's the book. That is the great book of grudges, where he records all of the grudges that the dwarves have to, all the negatives that the dwarves have experienced. That way that they can pay it back in full, and extra actually. For example, you take some of their money, they kill you, stuff like that. Again, there's few things in life that can really equal a dwarf in their greediness. Yep, there we go. Look at that, the ones in the middle, the ones that were, like I pointed out earlier, they didn't even fight, they just ran the moment they saw him. Poor Grimgor, he lost all of his units, all of his armies, because he's fighting dwarves. Two races you don't want to fight early game. Dwarves, orcs. Seriously. But I guess late game it becomes all even. It becomes evened out really.
Drag them!
Yes.
Throw bearers! Let's march!
Who are these guys? Creeping Death. Never heard of them. What? These are orcs. Weird. Never heard of them. But then again, I usually just wipe out things without a second thought, so... There he is though, there he is. Grimgor himself. But he's alone, I don't know where... He doesn't have an army, I guess. Poor bastard. He's gonna die.
The axe thirsts for war.
My axe thirsts for war. Sorry, I had to check on something real quick.
Send me to vengeance.
Send me to vengeance. It's already 8, so technically speaking, this is why I started early, is because I can't go until this time.
What?
But I haven't gotten
Aye.
confirmation yet from the people that I'm supposed to do something with, so let's see. Ruin of Grimnir. Couldn't decide, chooses something else entirely. Life in a nutshell.
No happening.
Not happening. Can
The
I
High King.
Oh no, I guess that's the end of the turn. I thought I ended the turn already, that's why I'll tab to check on something, but apparently not, so I apologize. Like legit just delayed it for no reason now. Ooh, there he is he? No, that's not him. It's so long as they have a shield, that I know it's not Grimgor. Oh, they have orc big guns. That kind of changes things. Can I not retreat? I guess we'll retreat for now. Orc biggins are a threat no matter what. And since I don't have long beards yet, kind of an annoyance to the opposing team. What happened?
Let us begin.
Oh.
Shoulder axes, lads.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Okay, so the difference is these guys moved into intercept, but they don't have the reinforcements they had earlier. So, they are dead. Instant. They don't have a chance. It's the reinforcements that's the problem, not that army. This one is the issue.
Ready.
Oh.
For clan honor.
Alright. I did ambush, which honestly is not bad. Oh, it's the defenses. It's the defenses that have the okay. You know what? Never mind then. Let's just leave it there. I misunderstood some things there. Sorry. Okay, and there he is, Grimgor, running away. Alright, let's chase after him. I don't want him to get away as much as possible.
Very well.
By himself, he could actually, like in reality, like speaking from lore, not the game. Because in the game, I don't think he can rebuild by himself. But in lore wise, all you need to do to really get the respect of an orc is to beat them in combat. Oh yeah, I was saying this earlier, but I didn't finish my thought. The orcs, they won't follow you if you're not a greenskin, but they'll respect you if you're a strong enemy, no matter what. Like there are stories in Warhammer 40k. This is Warhammer Fantasy. Warhammer 40k where like an ordinary guy. Okay, not an ordinary guy. He's a commissar, but still, he's not especially strong or any means. But the idea there is, oh no, this feels. Alright, we're gonna enjoy this one. Pocky, so you're gonna enjoy this slaughter. You know, Pocky, Snow Captain Rainy, you're gonna enjoy this one-sided attack. So yeah, the orcs. If one orc beats another orc war boss, they technically can take over the entire operation that they've got going on.
Dwarf warriors!
That's how much orcs respect strength. But if you're not a greenskin, they won't follow your order just because you killed the war boss. But like this one time where there was a human who was like, you didn't miss much, don't worry. I'm just saying that right now, this is the slaughter you're gonna enjoy. This is the enemy army. This is the enemy army. This is Grimgor Ironhide by himself. That's the entire enemy army. Because we've reduced his clan's numbers to so little now. I think it's literally just him by only one. It's by himself. We're just gonna watch him get rained on by artillery. Look at him go though, he's still confident. Look at him go. Right? Look at him go, look at him charge. He just keeps going. He is, without a doubt, the strongest orc. The strongest, most ruthless, most bloodthirsty orc. That's why he was able to, because usually the problem with orcs is that they're strong, yes, but they're very divided. So like they're always constant infighting, which is why they're not that big of a threat usually. But if there happens to be an orc like leader who is strong enough to unite different clans and to like put them under his banner or subjugate them, or basically he becomes the top dog in charge. Orcs are terrifying. They're WAS. They're called WAS. W-A-A-A-A-A-G-H. Basically, if an orc wave like that were to attack, then it's a terrifying concept. Grimgor Ironhide was one of the strongest orcs to do that. Granted, I mean, that doesn't exactly mean he's bulletproof by any... That doesn't mean he's completely bulletproof or, you know, immune to harm or stuff like that. Okay. Everyone's just gonna open fire on him. And he's still going! Look at him go! This is not a slaughter, it's showcasing just how badass Grimgor is. Look at him go. Alright, it's an on attack. Unfortunately, look at that. Grimgor is losing to the High King. That's not much of a victory. I shouldn't be too proud of that. Lowering my hand. Lowering my hand. But it's fun. It's so fun doing that. Look at that art. Did you notice it's also a different art style? Because he has his own specific art style they got for him. Because he's just that amazing. Foggy's still immediately telling me to lower my hand. Like, I'm sorry. Gosh, is it that bad? You're like, God, Eric. Come on. Come on, Chuck Eric, stop it. Don't be too proud of that. What the hell's wrong with you? You're literally kicking a dead horse.
Summon me if you dare. Right. Thank them.
Quick save. Woo! Okay, that was bad.
We march. One rug.
Quick load real quick because that was a mistake. I don't know why I did it like that. Should have attacked the army first and then... Well, that's the thing, is that if you're in this game, if you're a legendary lord, you can't really die until your clan has been eradicated. So long as this clan is still alive, he can still be respawned. So my goal is to make sure his clan does not come back at all. Like, they can't bounce back from this. I keep saying clan. They're not all clans. Some of them are like, you know, kingdoms, stuff like that.
Ready axes. Drink. The High King acts.
Where are they? Are they dead?
Aye.
Oh, shoot, sorry. No, they're not. What? Are you kidding me? Did they form a confederation? How do they have these territories? These weren't there before. These weren't theirs before. Oh. Okay. This kind of changes things.
Aye. It will better our cause.
I mean, I figured that they would like have one or two places left alive somewhere. I didn't expect them to form a confederation with another tribe of orcs. When they have formed a confederation, basically the two nations, the two combine completely. It's not just an alliance, it's a combination. So I have an alliance with these guys, for example. They're still a separate entity, but you know, these ones, they've combined. Damn it! So I have to fall back for now.
Let us settle this. Attack! We march! Summon me if you dare!
To fall back for now because now I'm worried that they're going to take the opportunity to attack my places up here while my stronger armies in the south. Damn! No, nothing goes exactly to plan, people. That's why whenever you come up with plans, also expect them to not go through. Don't expect them to follow through exactly. Ever. If you expect your plans to always end up exactly as they went, then there's probably going to be something negative that happens along the line to you. Oh boy, retreat. Can we retreat? Is that an option right now? I knew they would reinforce themselves. Such an annoyance. Okay, so I will be ending soon. It's almost been 2 hours that I've been streaming anyways. I'm still able to pull off 2 hours. Hey! I actually was worried I wouldn't be able to do 2 hours, but I was able to pull off 2 hours still. So let's just finish this turn. I hate this. This is me every single time I'm playing any strategy game ever. Just one more turn. Just one more. Come on. And then I swear. Then I swear. Just one more turn. That's all it'll be. Swear to God. No, just kidding. Starts hyperventilating. Okay. So I'm enjoying this. I think I'll play more of this specific because I changed races a bunch whenever I play this game. I think I'll play more of this specific race for now for the dwarves. But again, I am glad that there are people who enjoy watching me play this. So again, I hope you had fun watching this because I certainly had fun playing it. If you did, please follow me here. Also check out my YouTube, subscribe there. I'm gonna start posting my streams regularly on YouTube now. So if you missed it out here, you wanna like watch it regularly or whatever, anything like that, it's all gonna be on YouTube as well, just in case like Twitch deletes it, because Twitch deletes it after a while. After like 2 weeks though, so you have a lot of time. But anyways, just to reiterate, I have a Facebook where I make all my announcements. Please check me out there, Captain Chocorix. YouTube, subscribe to me there, Captain Chocorix, and here on Twitch, Captain Chocorix yet again. Please follow me here as well. Next week I will be streaming as well on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The times is usually 7 to 8 p.m. That's when I stream always. Now today was just an outlier. I did it early, and next week I will be streaming Minecraft with the lovely guests, which I will name then because I'm not sure if they'll follow through. We'll see. And Wednesday will be Detroit Become Human. Loving that game so far, and I'm glad that people are loving watching me play it as well. By people, I mean the people who are here now. Thank you. And Friday will be whatever I feel like, which might be this, might be something else, whatever. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, and till the very next adventure. Bye bye.